Are we currently in a housing market bubble, and how could a potential recession affect the housing market? In a recent article on MarketWatch, they interviewed a well-known economist named David Rosenberg, and he believes that the Federal Reserve will beat inflation so hard that we could end up in a recession as early as this summer. I'm Tim Hamilton with StellarQuest Real Estate. And recently I've been covering a lot of housing market forecasts that are on the more positive side, where they're expecting the housing market to remain strong for the foreseeable future. So I thought it would be a good idea to cover a forecast from the other side of the aisle to show a different perspective on where the housing market could be headed. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you hit the like button below, and please subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market. I upload multiple videos a week talking about different market forecasts and real estate related topics. David Rosenberg is a widely followed economist, and he's the president of Rosenberg Research Associates Inc. He sees evidence that the United States economy is already slowing down, and for him, that makes the Federal Reserve's timing on rate hikes questionable and only amplifies his prior call that we could be heading into a recession. He believes that the only way the Federal Reserve can curb the current inflation is through a recession, and he believes we need demand destruction to get the current inflation numbers down. He goes on to say that the housing market is in at least as big of a bubble as the stock market. We've already taken out the prior bubble peaks that happened in the late 70s, mid 80s, and mid 2000s. He believes that we're going to have about a 20 to 30% bear market in residential real estate. And to quote some of his reasons, he states that relative to overall inflation, housing is overvalued by 25%. And 27% relative to wages. Home prices relative to residential rents are 25% overvalued by the standards of the past. A single-family home now absorbs more than 8 years of Americans' personal income, which is almost 50% higher than the average going back to 1968. In a normal market, it takes 5 years of income to buy a single-family home. Rosenberg also makes comments on residential real estate in terms of inflation. He states that historically, home prices go up 1 to 2 percentage points above the inflation rate. Right now, it's going up 12 percentage points. Residential real estate is a great hedge against inflation, but the excess is practically unprecedented. He goes on to say later in the article that housing is the most interest rate sensitive segment of the economy. Each Fed-induced pricking of the real estate bubbles also played a big role in the eventual recession when you consider the importance of this sector and its multiplier effect on the broader economy. So what he's talking about there is when the Fed raises rates, it typically causes a slowdown in the housing market. And as the housing market slows down, that can tend to cause issues in the broader economy because the residential real estate market plays such a huge role in the broader economy. There's a lot of other really great information in this article. He talks about a lot more than just the housing market, so I strongly recommend reading this one if you're interested. Just let me know and I can send you a copy of it. And as always, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home, please feel free to call, text, or email me anytime. If you're in Southern California, I can personally help you out. And if you're located outside my area of expertise, I can refer you to an experienced agent in your area. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and subscribe if you like to stay up to date on the housing market.